G'day. Well, we've been doing some work and I'm pretty sure we've got it figured out what I set up. So these bearing carriers, one on either side, there's a 25mm shaft that runs through the middle. We've obviously got large driving small, which in then turn drives large and then drives small again. Now I've worked out with the ratio, for every one turn of this, I'm getting 7 turns on the blade, and that's huge. So before, for every one turn of that, I was getting about 2 turns on the blade. So basically with blade strikes, on a per minute basis, I'm getting, obviously as the blade comes around twice, I'm getting just under 2,000 kicks a minute, or 2,000 cuts a minute, which, you know, is bloody good. So I worked out the revolutions on the motor. I'm only getting 140, which is quite shit. So I think by upgrading these hoses, because these are 3/8, if I upgrade them to a 1/2 inch hose, which the rest of the system is, that's going to give me quite a bit more flow rate. Because looking into doing some homework on these motors, the pressure can actually slow the motor down and work against the flow rate that you've got. So obviously I'm not getting enough flow rate to accommodate the pressure. So there's a whole lot more science behind it, and I can't go into it because I've forgotten it, but it made sense when I was reading it. So anyway, so we're going to just do some more work underneath the deck and get those flails cleaned up. I'm going to also sharpen the side of the blade carrier, and that'll give me a bit more cutting strike as well. So rather than just sort of blunt force trauma, I'm going to have an edge, so that'll be fine. So I'll get that, and then I'll get this loaded up and I'll bring you back and we'll go for another test. So I know what went wrong there. It's basically because I haven't got a check valve in between this line just yet. I was quite sort of happy with that little you can't see that there just slipping on the shaft, and obviously that's just got a little bit too loose and now it just won't spin. So oh, actually it might have sheared that off. Yeah, so I've got to have that clutch in there. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's moved. So that's running free at the moment. I think that's shared anyway, but it's all good. So yeah, so once we get a clutch in, we can do some more. Well, sorry, a check valve which works like a clutch. You get that in, and then I can tighten everything up down properly, and I'll actually weld these two collars together so that they are acting as one. This whole thing here is actually moved that way a bit, so I'm going to end up drilling a hole right through, and that'll sort that fucker out. So but other than that, yeah, shit, I'm happy with the speed. I mean, it took out those branches pretty good, and chain tension has stayed good. Chains stayed happy. Yeah, see, that's just riding its way down the bottom there. So yeah, it's actually that one that's slipping, believe it or not. Anyway, yeah, cool. So that's that one done. I've got other jobs coming up that are just huge, and it's going to take about a week, probably more, about 12 days. So I don't know if I'll do any videos on the other one. It's quite a big job. So anyway, rambling on. Thanks for watching. Cheers. See you. Bye.